Hello, What Culture? My name is Simon Miller, and let's play a game. We all love games, and we can do something a little bit different. Now, in this scenario, pretend that I have given you $10 million, and you can take that $10 million. You can do whatever you want with it. Right, now you go down into the comments, and you write what you would do with this pile of cash. And I'm just going to wait. I'm going to let you write that comment, and we're going to get to them in 1 second. Go do it now. Done it? Good. Right, if anybody wrote, I would throw it down the drain, you're crazy, and I want my damn money back. You've just wasted it, and all that's going to happen is that rats are going to shit over it, and you're definitely going to regret this a few years down the line, and your parents are definitely ashamed of you. While WWE isn't doing that literally, it's very, very weird that they are paying Brock Lesnar millions of dollars and then telling us that we should never want to see him, and that we should all hope he goes away. And in that sense, yes, WWE is figuratively throwing money down the drain. Why? Well, I just told you why, but still, here's why. A quick reminder, in case you're not aware, the current storyline featuring one Brock Lesnar is that he doesn't want to be a wrestler, he doesn't want to turn up to Raw, and he damn well sure doesn't want to defend the Universal title anytime soon. That's why he turned up at UFC 226 and why he's never on wrestling TV. And if he ever does come back to Raw, we should all hate him and actively wish that he goes away again. What? That, to me, is crazy. I understand that we've written ourselves into a corner because Brock was meant to lose the title at WrestleMania and that didn't happen, but still, the response is definitely not to condition your audience to vilify this man so that they tune out whenever he's on Raw, especially when you're paying him so much moolah. What kind of investment is that? And regardless of what you think about Brock Lesnar, he is undoubtedly a star. I mean, when all those rumors and murmurings went around the other day that he could actually be on Monday night, do you know what happened to the ratings? They went up. He wasn't, as it turned out, but the fact that he could have been was enough to intrigue people to tune in, and that, my friends, is called a draw. And the last thing WWE should be doing is trying to kill that. That's what they need more than anything, so a lot of the guys I have just don't draw. We talk about that all the time. It gets boring, we talk about it so much. That doesn't mean he should be Universal Champion. In fact, it's quite clear he absolutely shouldn't. But that doesn't mean you go in the complete opposite direction, because that's bonkers. Look what happened when he got in the octagon after Daniel Cormier had knocked out Stipe Miocic. Everybody went nuts. WWE should have jumped on that, but instead they chose not to even say Brock Lesnar's name on the following episode of Raw. You know what that is? Madness. Really though, it matters not to me. It's WWE's company and they can do whatever they want, but I do get perturbed, again, when we start talking about his big contract. The whole point of having a big contract is it's meant to protect the wrestler to a certain degree, because anybody with a brain will go, well, they're not going to treat him badly, because you wouldn't pay someone a load of money and then treat them badly, because that doesn't make any sense. Just because you have loads of the stuff doesn't mean you should abuse it, and if you do, you know what you're doing? You're throwing it down the drain. That hurt. The whole situation is mind-blowing, and it really does tie back into Mania. I know we've talked about that once, but it kind of sums up the WWE as a whole. They had a plan and then talked themselves out of it because they knew how the fans were going to react, even though they had that evidence built up over 3 years plus. It's like nothing I've ever seen, and the only people that are suffering is WWE. Brock's happy. Brock's living the dream. He's got a paycheck for life. And while we can all go, oh, I'm sure it'll be amended at SummerSlam, what are we even going to get when we arrive there? Is Lesnar going to be ignored? Will Roman win? Can WWE actually stick to the plan this time? No one can say for sure, because go back to April in 2018, I didn't hear one person say that Lesnar was going to retain his Universal title, and then it happened, and then it was like falling off a cliff. It was like pushing an old woman off a cliff. It shouldn't have happened, and now looking back, it's even worse than you first thought. I just can't fathom it. Millions of dollars only to tell your wrestlers to go out there and tell everybody they should hate this guy and pray that we never see him again. And then Lesnar receives that massive chunk of change, and he doesn't even leave his house. If you can make heads or tails of that, again, we said at the start of the video, we'll say at the end, that's what a comment box is for, because I've been thinking about this for days, and all I've got is, everyone's gone crazy. Everyone's gone mad. We're not thinking about the future. We're living in the present, which is great when it comes to like mental stability. But this is a company, this is a business, and this is a TV show. But that's what we've got, and really until SummerSlam, we don't know if this is going to change. But let me tell you this, keep this crossed. If I could cross that, I would. I really hope it does. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about Brock Lesnar, SummerSlam, UFC, Universal titles. Like, share, and subscribe. Head over to whatculture.com, read yourself some articles, and follow What Culture on Twitter at What Culture WWE. like a snake. My name is Simon Miller, this was What Culture and the Why series, and I thought about it, the thought is processing through my brain, and I've decided I'll see you soon.